if I ask you the question, how does it work? Is there an easy way of explaining it to someone that's sat at home with a Chinese takeaway and their feet up on the sofa?
Oh, I shall try. It's actually a fairly simple piece of kit, even though it may not look it. And what it's doing, the same principle applies to most electric motors. We've got hundreds of them around our homes. We're applying an electrical current from our battery through the cables into the motor and converting it into kinetic energy to move the car. Now, I've brought along here my battery drill from home. I'm not going to take anything apart, don't worry.
OK.
But it's used to describe exactly how this system works in our Formula E car. We're using a battery and electric motor. It's exactly what this does. It's got a battery here in the handle of this drill. It's got an electric motor up here, and it's got a trigger. Now, this trigger is a switch. On our Formula E cars, we've got a pedal that people like Jan and the other drivers will use to switch the system on. When I squeeze this trigger, it delivers an electrical current from our battery into the motor, which makes it spin, turns the drill. On this motor, we're doing exactly the same thing. The driver's pressing that throttle pedal, just like this trigger. It's activating, or it's delivering the current from the battery through these big orange cables via an electronic control unit, making this motor spin. And that's really, when that's connected to the gearbox, the motor's spinning, the gearbox turns, it turns the rear wheels of the car, and off it goes.
And when it does go off, Jan, what's the difference to a driver? What's the feeling like?
There's a lot more force involved. Typically, an electric motor has a lot more torque than a normal combustion engine. So torque is the twisting force which propels you forward. And with an electric motor, it happens instantaneously. So it seems like you're switching a switch on and there's instant power there, or instant torque there straight away. And it's a bit like driving a Dodge. It's quite jerky pulling out the pits, but it's very impressive getting the car off the line.